you such a powerful woman. Millionaire in the making. Timangaliwa tuba chimufunai. You always there to make him happy. You got the internet life interesting. You work all night, no resting. Oh, Owamie, you blow my mind away. Girl, as is our willy. As is our willy. You a vlogger, fishing over.
Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Miss Fear Focal, praying back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, obviously you lot know, or if you do not know and you're just coming across my channel, I am the blogger they blog about, so trust me, it is worth it here. All these bloggers that you see out here, most of them, they get the scoop here, so why not just get the juice originally from the original? But anyway ninjas, before we get into this video, let's go ahead and check this ad. Okay ninjas, so today let me introduce you to Chantel, who is a ninja and also a Live Good affiliate. Now Live Good is a reliable global business setting people free from financial bondage. It is an American company, but you can work from home or anywhere. You join as an affiliate with $50 and then $10 monthly subscription, which you can also pay with your earnings. When you join, you get your own link, and when someone joins under you get 50%, and when someone joins under that person, you get 10%. Amongst many other things, you can also earn by buying the products and selling for profit. Soon the product will be in South Africa, so it will be easily accessible and you can be able to make even more profit. They also do offer incentives like influencer bonuses and diamond bonuses. If you do want to know more about this, I am going to leave Chantel's link in the description box down below. Make sure that you go there and then you ask any question that you have, and also make sure that you register. So yeah, let's get back. Now obviously I am going to leave all the details in the description box down below. I did see that last time when I played this ad, there were some people that were talking about, oh, it's a scam, this and this. Guys, if something is not for you, it's not for you. If there are also products that are literally being sold there and people are making profit from it, why are you going to now say, oh, it's a scam or whatever? Like, you know, if you want to join the pyramid side, you can. If you want to join the sales side, you can. All I'm saying is that give the lady, you know, contact her if you're interested and find out more, you know, and obviously find out more. But anyway, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Now my ninjas, obviously let's go ahead and get into this chende. Today we're going to go ahead and start off with Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. Oh man, you guys know I actually made a video and I was talking about how I really honestly hoped and I prayed that you know, Zimbabweans were gonna go home so that they can vote, you know, and fight for their country, because I was actually showing you guys that there are new rules that are being implemented in this country. And if you have got a passport but you do not have a work permit, you're not even allowed to operate like a small business, you know. And when they say small business, I feel like they're being very strategic, because why should it be just small business? So small business means if you're someone that is selling pap by the side of the road, if you're someone that is selling you know, that is selling oranges or whatever, that's a small business. And so they are going to start needing papers. And the reason why I say that they did not go home to vote is because why the hell is you know, Mnangagwa still the president of that country at this point? I think that it's gonna just be that thing where it's like the whole Mugabe situation. I'm gonna go ahead and just read for you guys what I saw on my paper, and this is what they said. Just in Emmerson Mnangagwa has been re-elected as the president of Zimbabwe, with more than 2 million people voting for ZANU-PF. And so they're saying that Nelson Chamisa's Sisi lost by 44%. So which means that at this point, like, I just feel like it's a bit frustrating. I'm not even going to lie. I also have a feeling that we're still going to come across the same thing, because I feel like, votes get rigged. There's so much corruption that is going on. But I just feel like a lot of Zimbabweans did not go home to vote. They were here, and unfortunately now you are leaving your country in the hands or in the arms of some people that don't even know life outside of where they are, and they think that this is the best, and obviously it's not nice. It's quite a sad situation. And I don't know what's gonna happen from here. I know that there's this law that I don't know what's going on there, but I know my helper would be the one that would tell me to say that I think in December they want everyone without, I don't know if they just don't have some paper to be gone and stuff. They were supposed to have been gone June. It has been postponed, this and that. It's really honestly just so sad. Now I know that the law does not only apply to Zimbabweans, it applies to every single foreign national or someone that is not a South African citizen. But at the same time, I just feel like it really is so sad, just because I've seen that a lot of Zimbabweans, they go through a lot. I'm not even going to lie. So I mean, I do have to say my condolences, because child, you are still about to go through the most, honey, okay? Julius Malema obviously did say that they should go home to vote, but hey, guys, I don't know why my heart is so painful. My heart is really painful. I do hope that anyway Mnangagwa can go ahead and just change, whatever it is that he promised the people for them to vote for him, and obviously the political party. I do hope that he will be able to change and obviously deliver everything that he promises, just because it's really, really sad to have to see his people suffering in like South Africa. It's really not nice. But anyway, I would like to just say my condolences to you guys, and yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Up next, my ninjas, we're gonna talk about Somizi, Gagaland. Now, Somizi shared something that I felt it was something that we really honestly needed to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and place it here, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
It is never too late for anything. It is never too late to achieve anything, any goals, any dreams. Let me tell you why. Can you believe it? I'm 50, and for the first time in my entire life, I've never owned an office in my life. My talent, everything has been managed by somebody else who runs a company that manages artists. So I've never owned an office. They've got their own offices. For the first time in August 2023, I opened my own offices. First time. I could have given up at 30, at 40 and go, it's too late for me to start anything. Then I started my own company at 50, my first own company. All my life I've been collaborating with people. I've been collaborating with businesses and or I've been an ambassador, or I've been it's been an endorsement deal. For the first time, I am the CEO. So
guys did see what Somizi actually shared. He seemed so excited. He was so excited. I think that the reason why I actually wanted to share that video with you guys was that I feel like, mostly, especially when you're still in your 23 to 24, let me say almost mid-20s and going up, even also in your 30s going up, there's this huge pressure, man, that I feel like as people we pressure ourselves. Like, I have to be successful now, I have to do this now, I have to do that and that now. Like, Somizi is literally saying that he's getting his first office at the age of 50. In his 50s, honey, okay? That is when he's getting his first office, and I'm super excited for him. Congratulations, Somizi. And I'm happy that he actually did share, because it is an inspirational story, especially for some of us, especially that are like, hustling, and you see certain things and you're like, I want to be there. Like, I think that it's just so important, guys, that we do not literally have to put too much of time and pressure towards ourselves to say, I want this to happen, it has to happen at this time, and this and that. And just because something is not happening for you at that time does not mean that it will not. And so I think that, as a Monday, to just motivate you, I just wanted to share this news and to say congratulations to Somizi. And yeah, man, like, if you're ever feeling pressured in life, especially about like maybe having to get certain things, please do not, okay? Like, you literally have time. I'm not saying be lazy, but I'm just simply saying that if you're doing your best, do not beat yourself up. I have this thing where I'm like, I'm gonna do my best and the rest, it's up to God, honey, okay? And the universe. Like, I just cannot be the one that I do my best and I still have to worry about what is supposed to happen. So I'll do my best and then I know God will take care of the rest. So anyway, do go ahead and comment down below and please do say congratulations to Somizi, guys. And yeah, man, let's move on to the next topic. Now, the next topic, you guys, that I'm going to talk about Sian Boujee, who recently turned 22 years old. I do have to say happy belated birthday. She's been celebrating. She was in Cape Town. I think they hired this huge house. The views is spectacular and they've been going out. She's been fully booked. Ugo has been booked and busy child. And I think she took her family. You know, I think I saw maybe I don't know if it's a nephew or a younger brother. And it seemed like, you know, they were just honestly having a lot of fun. Now, there's this picture that you guys will see here, and Musa Kaula actually posted this picture saying Sian Boujee celebrates her 22nd birthday. Okay, now obviously if you guys can look at this picture that she posted, she looks absolutely stunning. Sian Boujee is very gorgeous. She's a gorgeous girl. Okay, now when I tell you guys that the comments that I saw over there, they literally broke my heart, and I think that the reason why it broke my heart was the fact that most of these comments were coming from women. They were coming from women that were age shaming Sian Boujee. Now, this is not just Sian Boujee that actually goes through this. A lot of people go through the same thing, myself included. And I just really honestly ask myself, Uti guys, like, what do you gain from actually saying, okay, if someone is coming and they're saying, okay, this person is 22 years or, oh, I'm 22 years old. You say, oh my gosh, you look, sorry guys, my memory card got full. But I was actually asking to say that you actually going out there and being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm only 40. I'm 40 and I look way younger than you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm 38 and I look so much younger than you. Okay. I can't believe that's your age. Oh my gosh, you look so much older. Like, what are you getting? What do you get from that? That's the part that I really just want to understand. And this has not come from men. That's the weirdest part. It doesn't come from men. Mostly what I've seen, it comes from women. Like, we really are a bunch of toxic people towards each other, hey? Like, honestly, I'm like, I really honestly don't get it. And then it be the ones that look 10 times older than their age that will be like, oh my gosh, I'm only 40 and I look younger than you. And you look at the person and the person looks 550 years. Some of you, Lerato, your body is 34. Your face is 589. And then because a few people told you, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, you think, oh, I look young. I think we're like, I wish that as women would just stop this whole age shaming thing. And someone actually said that this whole age shaming thing actually also goes with fat phobia, in terms of they never do that to people that are smaller. Like, if someone is small, even though their face can look, you know, a bit, they will never be like, oh my gosh, you look so much older. But they usually love doing that to people that are actually, you know, fat or plump. I don't get it. And I think that maybe the person that said this also goes with fat phobia might actually be telling the truth. Like, automatically stop just thinking if somebody is of a bigger structure, it means that they are older. Stop that nonsense. But anyway, I do want to say that happy belated birthday to Sian Boujee, and I do hope that we can literally do better. And the fact that I saw like old women like age shaming a child, in my opinion, I feel like she's still young. I mean, 22. Like, child. Anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think, and let's move on to the next topic. I know I'm not saying Sian Boujee is a child. She's a child compared to the old people that were trying to age shame her. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, the next one, my ninjas, we're gonna talk about Steve Harvey. Okay, yeah, Steve Harvey it's been trending, child. It's been trending. I'm gonna go ahead and read this for you guys. So this is what Mr. Mabel Boma actually said. Los Angeles, California, USA. Unbelievable. Steve Harvey's wife, Marjorie Harvey, caught cheating on him with their bodyguard and private chef. Marjorie Harvey, 58, and wife of Steve Harvey, 66, is seeking $400 million in a divorce settlement. She filed for divorce in Los Angeles County, in County Superior Court on July 1st, 2023, citing irreconcilable differences. Now, she filed on my birthday. However, unconfirmed source has it that Marjorie was found cheating on Harvey with his bodyguard and private chef, is seeking for a divorce and a share of Steve Harvey's $400 million worth as a result. In her filing, she alleged that Steve had been unfaithful and had committed marital misconduct. She is also seeking primary physical custody of their two youngest children, Wynton and Carly. Now, obviously, this is all still alleged. For some of you guys that do not know, Steve Harvey is like, you know, this guy. He's the one, I think, that wrote Think Like a Man. I think, you know, he really honestly does value family a lot, and I feel like he obviously owns a talk show, and they will talk about a lot of different things, but people had now started to see him as like this guy that knows everything about when it comes to marriage and love and how, you know, to treat your woman and this and that. And he usually would talk down and actually look down upon, like, you know, the new generation, you know, this is why your woman is doing this because you're not doing this and that. And so now that there are allegations that his wife cheated on him, man, when I tell you that Twitter is having a field day, like, he's trending on American Twitter, South African Twitter, in different countries, like he's trending, you know. At one point he was trending #1 even here in South Africa. Like, that's how much they're actually going for him. Now, one thing that I can actually say that I like about him is that at least he was able to build a platform that, as much as it had parts of him actually praising his wife and also marriage and everything, but it also had separate things in terms of, like, the show was not necessarily just all about, like, you know, his wife and his marriage. It also had other components. Now imagine if it had built a whole platform simply based around his wife. Now obviously, as I said, this is still alleged, but if we're going by, okay, maybe let's say this is the truth, damn, it would be the most embarrassing ish that I've ever seen, because all his work would literally be down the drain. People that followed him would have followed him simply because of the content that he has of him and his wife and his marriage, and they wouldn't be interested in hearing any other thing because they were not there for any other thing but what they were actually seeing. This reminds me of someone, man, Promise Makunyan, who is a TikToker that has based her whole content around, you know, her husband, right? And so I think, like, if there's anything that we can learn here on the internet, is that do not just be on the internet for laughs and giggles and this and that. You should also make sure that you learn certain things. You should make sure that you look at certain things. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because if you remove her husband, then she has no content. Because she bashes other stuff and whatever, and her content revolves around here, then you understand, like, what I'm trying to say. So what am I saying? If you're ever going to build anything, make sure that you build it on your own name. Never build anything based on someone else, because you can never trust someone else to that extent. If that someone else decides that they're going to pack their bags and leave today, they can choose to pack their bags and leave today. And then what happens? In this situation, if Steve Harvey's content and his whole show was based around his wife, then what would happen? They would have to close the show. I don't know if he's still on air right now. I really don't. But I do honestly wish him all the prayers. I've not seen any statement that was released. I did see some people saying that it's fake news, but I think that in the way that people are actually reacting, this is the exact reason I say that I don't think it's the smartest thing for you to can create your whole or build your whole career just based on a person, because people change and that is how life is. But anyway, I do want you guys to go and comment down below. Soruske, my daddy Shem, is really honestly sad. I do hope that he will be able to actually fix things. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below. And let's move on to the next topic. Up next, my ninjas, we're going to talk about Lerato kganyago. Now, in talking about Lerato kganyago, guys, she actually went to DJ Fresh's podcast, and when she was there, she also did touch on, like, you know, infertility issues in terms of, like, you know, the miscarriages that she's been having,
struggling to fall pregnant, who are in marriages and don't know how to deal with it, you know, who are currently going through divorces because, you know, their husbands are just, you can't give me what I want. Because a lot of times you go in a marriage and a guy will say, listen, babe, we are in this together. Whether we have a child or not, it's okay.
And the weird thing is, it's always the woman's fault.
No, of course, yeah.
It's always the woman's fault that we're not falling pregnant. And I remember when we were trying to fall pregnant, we went for tests, and they found out that my soldiers are lazy.
Yes.
Apparently, my soldiers were sitting, just sipping on margarita, saying, "Where are we going, guys?
Yes.
We know there's an egg."
But you see, men don't speak about that because it is somehow embarrassing, or it's not supposed to be happening.
Talk about
because
it.
we are the carriers. You know, it's our responsibility, it's our failure, etc. It happens. It definitely. The stories I've heard definitely just make it happen. But
so for me, I'm not scared to talk about it because I'm hoping other men will realize that it's not always her fault. You guys are not falling pregnant, and until you've both done tests, it's both your faults.
Yes.
You guys do remember that after she got married, she came out saying that, you know, they're breaking up, and then after that, obviously, since they fixed things, after that, there was a time she went live. It seemed like they were fighting, hey, and then she came out, I think, and she said, can't remember what is it that she said that they were doing, but I did not buy it. However, when she was now talking, DJ Fresh revealed something that I'm so proud of him. I am so proud of him to actually see a famous black man sit down and talk about how they did actually test his sperm and they got that his soldiers were slow, you know. So obviously it means that now they're gonna do the right precautions so that obviously, you know, they could get pregnant. Like, they would do the right precautions so that obviously him and his wife could get pregnant. And I loved the statement that he said. I'm gonna try and repeat it if I can remember, where he was talking about how if no one has a child yet, then everyone is basically not fertile, like something like that. Because as the black community, we usually just immediately blame the woman, you know, even if the man is never tested, even if the man doesn't have a child, but all of a sudden it's always like, oh, it's that woman. And time again, it has been proven that women that got married, and when they got married, they couldn't have children, like with their husbands treat them horrible, and then after that they leave, they meet another man and they fall pregnant, but their husband is still there with no child. And then sometimes they marry someone and then they're like, oh, she's pregnant, and she gives birth to a child that looks like nobody in the family. You know? And so I think that as the black community, this is something that we really need to talk about, and also need to be open, and do not have to look at it as a sign of weakness or anything, because those are like medical conditions that literally exist, you know. And I think that is also very important that as a woman, especially like as a couple, basically, if you guys are struggling to fall pregnant, I think that is something that is really great if you both go and get tested, you know. The woman should get tested and the man should also get tested. So if the man, but for me, I honestly feel like I wish that it was actually this way. Isn't it now we constantly just be like, oh, the woman, and then the woman has to be the one that goes through all the tests and stuff? Because with a woman, remember guys, our reproductive system is very complicated in terms of like they have to do like certain tests, they have to go through certain scans that are not cheap at all, just to see if your tubes are blocked or not. I remember in 2020 the price for that was like the scan something to check if the tubes are blocked or not. I think they had said 5,000 something. It's not cheap. Like fertility things are not cheap whatsoever. I wish that they could actually start with this most simple one. check the man's spam. If his spam is fine, then you can focus your attention on the woman, because obviously with the woman there's a lot more stuff and then there's a lot more money. Imagine spending all that money and even going through a scan that costs like 5,000 something and finding the woman is okay. Then you guys are like, okay, everything is fine with her. You have already spent 15,000, almost 20,000, and then let's go to the man and you find that the problem is actually with the man. So I think that like also just makes financial sense to actually make sure that the man's spam is tested first. At least with him, it's only the spam, and then if it's fine, then you go to the woman and you check. If it's not fine, then you find a way on how they can be able to help. You understand? And so I really honestly do have to say I applaud DJ Fresh for actually coming out and being public about it, because not a lot of black men that are comfortable talking about things like this, because they basically take that and then somehow they equate it to weakness, which makes no sense, but anyway, it is what it is. And so yeah, the other part again that I also want to talk about is when Lerato was basically talking about how she had an outburst with someone on the internet, who we know she did have an outburst with Musa Kaula, who came for her womb and also came for her husband and everything. The time that he was very much high in just attacking Lerato kganyago, I do remember that I actually spoke about it and I said that, you know what, I don't care what happens. Like, that's such a low blow, especially when it's a woman that has publicly come out to actually share and say, hey, I'm going through this thing and I'm struggling with this. I do believe that every woman that wants to have a child should have a child. If you want to have a child, you are emotionally capable to take off this child, you're financially capable to take off this child, physically as well. I do personally feel like if you want a child, you should be able to have a child, so it really honestly is just something. And I know someone is gonna be like, oh, if you're not physically, you should not have a child. Of course you can, if you know that you've got someone that's gonna be able to physically take off the child, then of course you can. But I do just have to say that I do honestly applaud her strength, Lerato kganyago, I do. Because I'm sure that was not an easy thing to actually share, and I'm sure that there's a lot of her followers that also gain strength from her and her story and her journey. And so I do honestly wish her all the best. If anything, I do pray that she will have that child that she wants, and I do hope that everything is going to be okay. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation, and let's move on to the next topic. Up next, my ninjas, we're going to talk about Lamiez, who came out guns blazing. I don't know who pissed her off, but child, she was taking no prisoners. Go ahead and watch this video and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Hebar bricks do opalla ko araba current affairs nothing clueless matitaba tsa batho tsona o di swela sekolong. Na ke tsika wena ngwana ko hai marna ne ke re kana ko e wena o createang fake account ebe o log in ko bricks tena ko ya hao. Your time, your data, your energy, your emotions are so invested in o utlisa motho mong botlhoko. Motho o lo ra o itse motho teng ena o pusha ya high o mong lo mong o leletse ya high taba mara wena o busy. You're wasting so much time. E lo re nkebe o tsena mo ditabeng, nkebe o tsena mo Google o le yona o lebelle hore he ba bricks he ba botsisa le yona o khona ho eda or nkebe ba la buka or an online course mara wena o busy o itse engwe e kore eng shapang ke hore ho ntse o log into that fake account ho we create how we thekele tswala kore ha ona ntho e yo shapang hore mara o itse king this is a bad idea, maybe I should not be doing this. So na ke tsika lena ngwana ko ha marna ne ke re nako e we berekisang or o heta motho mong or o projecta di insecurities tsa hae mo motho o sa o itseng o snang taba le wena o a pushang ticket ya hae na ne ke rawa itse yona e hona le dikhoso tsa mahala tsa online.
In all honesty, guys, I will never ever get people that have a fake account that does not have to do anything with you actually making money. I really honestly don't. I never had any fake accounts up until I had to be a blogger. Because obviously when they blog me, I gotta see them, I gotta see what they're going through, I gotta see what is going on so that I can blog. That's my business. But for me to can sit down and create a fake account so that I can go and like comment nonsense or horrible things so that I'm hidden, people don't know it's me, It just cannot be me. It can never be me, you know? And I think that she did raise some valid points. Like, imagine, like, actually, you have to log off, obviously. You have to create a new account. I think you would have to put in new phone numbers, right? Because you can't use the same phone numbers many times in the same platform, I think. And then after that, you have to think of what is it that you're going to say. So you do say that, like, imagine the time that it takes for you to create a fake account, right? It has to take you a while in terms of, like, you know, you have to get the phone numbers, as I said, you know, matsapa or that effort to actually do that. You spend like minutes, for you to create that. And then after that, you comment whatever it is that you're commenting. And then the person of the page can decide that the moment they see that comment, in 1 second, they delete and block you. At the same damn time, boo. At the same damn time. I think that being a hater is a full-time job, eh? Like, for free, even for free. I wouldn't mind if they're like, okay, be a hater, will pay you. I mean, but for free. And then after that, you have to go again, like, yo, I have to mind you the comment that you took all this time to generate and everything, deleted in 1 second. It has to really honestly be a full-time job being a hater. I won't even lie. Like, it really honestly has to be. And I know some people will be like, no, it's not being a hater. If you find yourself creating a fake account to just go and talk crap to someone's page, you're a hater. A miserable one at that. Because you are a free hater. You're not even a schmonit hater. Because you're not getting paid for that, you know. But I think that she really honestly did raise some valid points. Maybe you should read a book or apply. If you already have a job, maybe apply for a better one. If you already have a better job, maybe try a side hustle. Like, clearly you've got too much time in your hands, you know. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Did you agree with her? Anyway, and let's move on to the next topic. The next topic that we're going to talk about, my ninjas, is going to be a bit of a fast one. And this is something that I actually saw under the comment section of Khumalo. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Abantu bomhlaba babeka imncele kodwa ngabonayo uyasiwelisa ngobungcwele. Thanks, Chavi.
Guys, now obviously you guys can hear, you know, she was just singing, seemed innocent to me, but child, if you go down there and you see the comment section, he was a good goalkeeper, he was a this, he was a that, justice sentiment, yo, it's back, guys. Now, for some of you guys, obviously, that do not know, the Senzomewa trial is actually on right now. And it's quite sad just seeing everything and how it's actually going. Because I did see that her sister bought a dog. And then with that dog, she actually named the dog the lawyer, the advocate that was actually asking her questions in court. Which obviously I find it to be very disrespectful. I think that the Khumalo sisters, they're not taking this as serious as they should. And unfortunately, like with their stories, so much is just not making sense. To a point where I think they're gonna go in, y'all. I really honestly think that they're gonna go in. The song that she was singing was that, you know, even if they close one door, there will be another door that cannot be closed. That's gonna happen, open. And I was like, child, maybe you mean that there's a door that you don't have a key to that's gonna be closed in jail. You know, I don't know, but at first I thought that they know what happened, but they had nothing to do with it. But at this point, I don't know anymore. there's just so much that is coming out that I'm just also at a point where I just also don't know anymore, you know. But yeah, it really honestly is a lot. I'm not even going to lie, it definitely is a lot. So please do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think when it comes to this whole situation. What do you guys think? Like, are you watching the case? I'm not, because I feel like the day that I'm definitely going to watch is the day that Khumalo is gonna be in court. You know, just so that I can listen. Because when the sister was there, I felt like she was just throwing tantrums, and then she would get to a point where she's screaming, "Do you know what you have done? Do you know what you have done?" And then now, after that, she's gonna be rude. "I'm not your wife. I'm somebody's wife." Like, ma'am, sit down. We know you're somebody's wife, but we know you also, you know, one of the suspects in this murder trial. Like, sit your behind down and answer the questions calmly, because that's not going to work. And so I think that our justice system is just honestly so weak in this country, guys. After how many years? It's only now that they're going through this trial. Just makes no sense to me. Honestly, just makes no sense to me. But I do hope that obviously the real culprits to this are going to be found and they are going to be jailed, because at the end of the day, if you did the crime, you better pay the price, okay? However, I do have to say that Khumalo will forever be the vocal queen, honey, okay? And if they arrest her, I guess maybe she will be the entertainer in jail. I mean, we have many celebrities that have gone in and they've come out. Jub killed how many now? And he's already out. So, I don't know. Maybe they will come out soon, or they won't even get arrested, or maybe they're innocent. We do not know. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below, and let's move on to the next topic. Up next, my ninjas, we are going to talk about Mihlali. There's a clip that I actually saw, guys, and this is a clip of her and her mom, and there's something that I saw and I just wanted to talk about it. So I am going to go ahead and put that clip here, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Upgraded, honey.
General manager, yeah, just upgraded to a
Thank you
suite.
so much, by the way, to the hotel for this.
Siziselwe
amazing
ne-welcome
treatment.
wine and cake, saziselwe izinto ezispecial kwa-welcome nekhadi eli-welcome uMihlali.
Wow.
Did you uMihlali uyazibona ngathi uyi-president, the VIP treatment? Injani i-makeup yethu sani? Jonga uMihlali.
Too much fame in the room, doll. Cheers.
Too much favor, doll. Favor all the way. Silandwe ngu-Asanda. We got to the airport, imoto zisilindile ama-BM amnyama.
Wow.
From your work, yes.
Now, for some of you guys that did not hear, I'm gonna go ahead and just summarize. Like, Mihlali's mom, guys, she was just so proud and she was so happy. The way that she was talking about her, you could just see that pride, like, in her mother's eyes, for the fact that, like, they booked a hotel. When they got there, I'm sure they realized this is Mihlali Ndamase, and so they were like, okay, you know, we're gonna upgrade you to, like, you know, the top notch of the top notch. Now, I do not know if maybe they exchanged that for posts and stuff like that, but she seemed so excited and she seemed so proud. Honestly, I was like, that's a blessing. I think people with mothers or supportive parents just don't know how blessed they really are. And as I'm saying, guys, like, I saw that and I was just like, wow, that's really honestly just so nice. And I did see that there were some people that were talking about, oh, you see, Mihlali's mom is not jealous of her. Look at the way that she's so happy about her achievements and stuff. And I was like, there are people that really think would, like, someone like Mihlali's mom would be jealous of her own daughter. Mihlali has spoken about this, you know, time and time again, to say that, like, her mom is her biggest supporter. If anything, like, you know, her mom is always there for her. Even the time that her address was leaked, the time that we found out about the whole Leroy situation, Mihlali's mom was still going hard for her, like, you know, telling people to remove her address, her slip and stuff like that, the time that they started insulting her. But for me, I just honestly saw, like, how proud her mother was of her and all that she's doing. And I don't know, it really honestly just made me miss my mom. And I was like, I'm gonna just talk about it, and also just say that if you're out there and you've got a supportive parent, treat them well, guys. It doesn't come easy, hey? some of us are orphaned, even though we still have one parent, and so it's always a blessing, like, to have your parent be so proud of you, and you see, like, they're fully hearted, just so happy for you and stuff. So yeah, I do have to say that obviously we all know, like, Shem, girl does work hard, she does work hard. I do have to give her that. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below, and let's move on to the last topic. The last topic that I'm going to talk about, guys, is of Katleho and his baby mama. I did see that there was like a post that someone made on TikTok. Now, obviously, if I get it, I will put it, but I don't think that I will. And this lady was basically talking about how, it seems like as black women, we have a problem with colored women when they are with black men. And she was talking about how, people are not here just saying that, they are supportive because it's someone they do not know. She even referenced Owamie from the Real Housewives of Durban, and talking about how it's like, as black women, we've got a problem. And I was really honestly just looking at it, and I'm like, I think what is sometimes, it's always easier, because the woman that was saying this, she's also a black woman. I think that it's always very much easier to blame black women, especially. I think I've spoken about this, because if you look at it, guys, the time that the guy cheated on her and he was out here being humiliated in a blue gown, was it not the same as black women that were supporting her? It was us. Was it not the same as that were boycotting behind her and stuff, to a point where this guy lost a lot of stuff? It was us, and we felt, okay, you cannot do this to your baby mama, even though she's colored. And it was us black women that were actually standing up for her. He lost his job and everything. He worked very hard to try crawl into our hearts again, which he did. But then she now wants the guy to pay 100% of the fees. And I did see again, like under the video, that there were some people that were saying, no, if he earns a lot more, then he has to this and this. I think that the best way is to just downgrade the child. Take the child to a school that you both can afford. Because also, I do feel like it's unfair for her to can sit there and say, oh, he makes and he earns over 6 figures and this and this and that. Meanwhile, you know where the story comes from. And then she spoke about how she was okay with people welcoming her back because she thought he would not make the child suffer. She did not bring him back to us. He brought himself back. And so I think we're like, also, we should not just say we're gonna bash men for the sake of just bashing men. We should also look at like what's going on. What is going on? What is actually like some of the reasons behind some of the stuff that is being done, But anyway, for me, I do have to say that I'm with Katleho on this one. I do hope that they're going to find, a solution. And the fact that she was saying that she has even men in her DMs that are talking about how they take care of their kids and blah, blah, blah. Like, she didn't say exactly that, but towards those lines, I'm sitting here and I'm like, maybe ask them to also help your child. If they're comfortable enough to get to your DMs and tell you about how bona they support, let them also support your child as well, okay? Let them give you the half that Katleho is supposed to, you are supposed to pay, then Katleho will pay his half. Is it fair towards the child? I don't think so. I think that, the child should live the best life that they can based on how much their parents actually make. I honestly do. But if he doesn't want to, guys, like, if he's paying half of what he's supposed to pay, he's paying. It's not like he's not. And again, the guy, I think, is on contracts. I don't think that he has got a permanent contract. I do not know. And so at any time, his job can end. So even if he's making 6 figures, he's someone that really has to live a frugal life, because for how long did he go without a job? And you need to also understand that someone that has gone through what he went through has to also be traumatized. It means that he might have even changed his spending habits, and he decides that he's going to save more, because you go through a lot whenever, finances deep. I just don't think that it's fair. That's from my side. I just honestly do not think that it's actually fair. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. I hope that you guys did enjoy today's video, and of course I'm gonna see you guys on Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m. sharp. And yeah, that's when the premiere is going to go up. Anyway, I love you, my ninjas. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.